held accountable.
I can't go to jail. I'm all fluffy. They'll take advantage of me.
You incited an uprising.
But if he's convicted, would you still vote for him?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been told you have to take medication?
Sir, I am not crazy.
Hi, welcome back to The Soup. I'm your host, Brian Karem, longtime White House correspondent, for another episode of What the Hell Just Happened? Well, today what happened was Donald Trump returned to Washington, D.C. No, not in splendor, riding on a big white steed, but arriving in a motorcade after landing at the airport to face an arraignment for a felony charge. This one stems from the January 6th insurrection, 4 charges levied against him, and ironically taking place at the Arraignment courthouse, which is merely a stone's throw away from where the insurrection occurred, the U.S. Capitol. Prior to his arrival, there was a large crowd that assembled, mostly reporters, some protesters for and against Donald Trump. And this is where we met the typical Donald Trump supporter. I introduce you to Circumcision Man.
So I take it you're a Trump supporter? I take it you're a Trump supporter?
No, well, I think it is better for Trump to come back, yes. Better, yes. But I want him, tell Trump, if he gets reelected, tell him to dress up like a Caesar.
Like Caesar?
Yes. And have there 3 belly dancers, a black woman, a white woman, and a Chinese woman belly dancing because she got reelected, and dress up as a Caesar.
Do you have to take many medications?
Huh?
Do you take many medications?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Hey, we want to stop the goddamn circumcision. They're the crazy son of a bitch is taking a baby boy and bleed their penis, man.
Have you ever been told you had to take medication?
Huh?
Have you ever been told you have to take medication?
Sir, I am not crazy. The baby.
Well, he is a local and purports to be a serious Donald Trump supporter and is often seen around the Capitol. Next up, we found another local woman who claims that the January 6th insurrection was all a put-up job. And while she wasn't there, she would never admit that, she said, on tape. She knows that it was really the deep state that was out to get Donald Trump.
Pretty good legal team, and we're going to see some very interesting evidence as a matter of court record that needs to be shown, not just for Donald J. Trump, but for all of these January 6ers who have been lied about and have been falsely and excessively imprisoned.
The greatest president that God ever created.
Then there were the people who screamed that they wanted Trump in jail with no bail. And of course, we all saw the baby Donald Trump there. And we also saw Blacks for Donald Trump, who claimed that it was the prosecutor, Jack Smith, who was a sellout for going after the king, to which a young woman walking by them said, Blacks for Trump, isn't that kind of like chicken for McNuggets? I'll let you decide. And then finally, there was this guy who said he came from out of town and said that Donald Trump was perfect. This is your serious ultra MAGA supporter.
So can I ask you a question? What happens?
I mean, was he right about everything?
No, my question is,
Trump was right about everything.
so if he's convicted, would you still vote for him?
Absolutely. Convicted of what?
Is there any of the 78 charges that he's facing felonies? Would you still vote for him?
If I took a shit right here,
Well,
and if I cut it up into 78 pieces, what would I have? I'd have the same stupid piece of shit. It's irrelevant.
It doesn't
it's
matter.
cut up into 78 different pieces.
What if you personally witnessed him commit a crime and then he was convicted? Would you then vote for him?
Like if he had Don Jr. working for a natural gas company,
No, I'm
making
asking you,
$80,000
is
a
there
month,
any,
and then started
is
a
there
war in Ukraine?
Under any circumstance, would you not vote for him, I guess? Is
No, absolutely not. Because he's a proven track record. He's a perfect president. He's an American hero, and he's the greatest thing that's ever happened to the American political system.
Now, at the end of the day, none of this means anything. Whatever's going to happen to Donald Trump will happen in that court. And I firmly believe that a year from now, he'll probably be in prison or facing substantial time behind bars. But today's appearance in Washington, D.C. does show one thing. Donald Trump's creation is out of his hand. He's given everybody the right to embrace their worst angels, and they've done it with aplomb. And the fact of the matter is, Donald Trump is irrelevant. The people that you saw today, all of these people, while they say they were there for Donald Trump, were all searching for valuable on-screen airtime for themselves. Yes, they've embraced the worst of Donald Trump. It's all about them. And Donald Trump, he doesn't even matter anymore. Thanks. Listen, if you want to catch the podcast, it's justaskthequestion.com. The book is called Free the Press, and that's available wherever fine books are sold. And you can also catch me at salon.com if you don't catch me here. Column every Thursday. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you next time.
Hey, Meidas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.